Hey guys, Gare here. This is video 2 that I'm doing today. I just completed and posted a video on the late comic book artist Carmine Infantino, comic book artist, DC editor for a long time, and by all means please check that out and share your thoughts and comments on it. We recently lost him at age 87, one of the greats in comic books, and so this video, however, is going to be on my haul for this past week. I'm trying to be a little bit more timely on my hauls, and I've taken everything out of uh, the plastic, so hopefully there won't be quite as much glare. I still see some glare, but um, we'll do the best we can here. I am really enjoying Uncanny Avengers. This is issue number 6. I came to this just a little belated. Picked up issue number 5 week before last and liked it a lot. Was very pleasantly surprised with writer Rick Remender's writing and Daniel Acuna's artwork. And this one actually, I believe Acuna joined with this issue. I don't think he's done the artwork on the first 5 issues. I could be wrong, and somebody please correct me if I am. But I'm really liking this. I was pleasantly surprised how good this was, how well written it was. The artwork in it was very fine. One thing that's a huge difference between issue 6 and issue 5 is issue 5, Thor was in it, but he was basically kind of like background furniture. I don't think he said a word. You didn't hear a peep from him. But he's the star of this issue, and I think he's fighting, haven't read this yet, but I think he's doing battle with, I believe that's Apocalypto. Again, someone correct me if I'm mistaken, but very beautiful color saturation, lovely artwork, looks like a good story. Remender is a very good writer, and he's a fairly new discovery to me, so I'm definitely interested in checking out what his past work is. Also, another Thor comic book. We're big on Thor at my house. This is the latest Thor God of Thunder. It's issue number 7, and I was just watching someone's video talking about the Thor and being quite a bit of gore and such, and there's Thor apparently you know having just enjoyed himself with a lovely lass, and I don't know, do gods like need to have sex or something? I guess so, especially if you're Thor. But again, this has been a wonderful ongoing series, really great artwork that I really appreciate, good writing, good story. Thor is a must-have at our house. So Thor God of Thunder issue 6, I would definitely highly recommend that to you. How many of you are fans of the comic books of Dark Shadows? And these are done by Dynamite Entertainment, and this is Dark Shadows number 15. Um, I was one of those kids who ran home from school, like a bat out of hell, to watch the original series of Dark Shadows. I was on YouTube screaming about how awful the Dark Shadows movie was that Tim Burton released last year. These comics have been kind of a mixed bag. The artwork, as you can see, is pretty impressive, pretty good stuff. What's suffering for me and what's lacking is not a terribly strong story. As you can see, there's Elizabeth Stoddard Collins. It looks like Dr. Hoffman right there. Good artwork, good depictions of the characters, the actors who played the characters on the show. Uh, Interesting. I just wish the writing was a little bit better. I wish the stories were a little bit better. They're a little bit cheesy, and if the action slows down over the page, a monster jumps out of the dark. So, wish kind of like the writing would pick up a little bit, but Dark Shadows is like a must-have for me. Just picked up issue number 1 of the limited series of Thanos Rising by Jason Aaron and Simon Bianchi. And this looks really good. I haven't read this one. Yet either I am trying to get to the point where I read these comics and then I come talk about them. I think that would be a lot better, like some of my friends do on YouTube. And of course, that makes a lot more sense. You can recommend them, you know. So fantastic artwork. Again, I really love the rich, detailed colors. This one looks like an origin story. I don't know about you guys, but frankly, I'm a little bit weary of origin stories unless they're just extremely well done. I mean, look at his individual panels. I mean, just this one right here. I really like that one a lot. Um, Good artwork and such. Looks like the writing might be good, but again, I'm just not a big fan of origin stories. You know, Thanos' origin. Can we just kind of like catch up with him, what he's doing now? You know, what he's up to now, and what how he's going to destroy our planet, and how our planet's going to get rescued, and all that. You know, but anyway, it looks good, and I will be getting all of those. How many of you are fans of The Shadow? I know Gambit896 is a fan. It's wonderful to see somebody that young, you know, into the old pulp heroes. This series by Dynamite, this is number 11 of the classic Maxwell Grant hero, dark hero, The Shadow. Originated in like 1930, I believe. He, if I'm not mistaken, I think he made his first appearance on radio, or perhaps it was in the pulp magazines at the time. Later on, he became famous in radio. There was a lot of books of the Shadow put out, comic books of the Shadow. I have some of them. You know, again, these are okay. I don't think the artwork is good. Some of the writing is okay. The storytelling is not fantastic. To me, there are three components of comic book creation. There is story. Is it a good, or if you want to say plot, you know, is it a good, compelling, worthy story? Something that's interesting, worth telling, is going to hold your attention. And then, is it well written? You know, you can have really good stories, and then the execution of the writing being kind of poor. So you're not really, you know, eager to turn it from page to page to see what happens next. The characters aren't terribly interesting. Perhaps it doesn't develop well. Or if it's good writing, it does. And of course, then there's the artwork, and a lot of different components go into the comic books artworks, of course. And they're all important. To me, they're all equally important. Some of these books, you know, they have really great artwork, but either the storytelling or the writing will be lacking, or both. You know, then we have Saga, or Saga. This is issue number 12. We're already to issue number 12, and the Saga, Fiona Staples and Brian K. Vaughan. And you guys know this is really one of those, maybe the most out there comic book there is. And speaking of story, and look at that. I mean, it's just some bizarre. Just this page alone. Here's like a Cyclops, and here's the television television head men. We call them at my house. I'm a little bit behind on reading these. I think I'm a couple of issues behind. These are fascinating. They're out there. They're different. The artwork is good. Um, I don't know if I would call it spectacular, but it is good. Interesting story as it's going along. Still pretty captivating book overall, I believe. So pretty good example of what I'm talking about with good story, good writing, good artwork. And for my nephews, Dylan and Connor, Garfield number 12. This is still in the in the plastic. Um, these books, I actually haven't seen them in a while, so these books are really piling up. I've got you know, Dylan and Connor, if you're watching, this is issue number 12. I think I gave them issues 1 or 2, so I'm months and months behind on giving them their comic books. But this will be on its way to you very soon. I'll be seeing you sometime in the next few weeks. You guys remember that Free Comic Book Day is coming up soon, so you might want to be saving your money for that. My store, it's going to be the first Saturday in May, which is typically what it is. Free comic books. What did my guy at my store gave me a list, and There's a Prince Valiant. There's a reprint of the old Flash Gordon. There's an Archie's. There's like two or three others that look pretty interesting, but he lets us get about 5 or 6 free titles. And the big thing for me is that he has huge discounts that day. My store will do 50, 40% off hardcovers, soft covers, 50% on T-shirts, discounts on back issues. So that is the day to really make your list and head to the store on Free Comic Book Day. It's the big day of the year as far as the comic book world is concerned. So we're a little over 10 minutes, so we've done pretty good. Just a big shout out to my friend Cursive Man, Tony Montgomery, and my friend Gambit 896. I highly recommend their videos on YouTube, and they're all over Facebook as well. And please check out their videos. And thanks for watching this one. I hope you'll watch this one and share your comments and thoughts, and also watch the one on Carmine Infantino that I'm posting today, and I hope that you enjoy that as well. And I'm planning on doing another video, hopefully later this weekend. I'll let you absorb these for a couple of days, but hopefully either tomorrow or Sunday do another video on what happened to my original comic book collection. It seems like so many people I've met over the years have a story about how they lost those comic books that they had collecting when they were a kid. Their mother threw them out, or somebody stole them, something happened to them. And so I'm going to share my story and encourage you guys to share yours as well in the comments, or perhaps your own videos. And so be thinking about that. And thank you for watching. And I'll speak with you soon. Thank you.